Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button, put some motherfucking Coach K full court pressure on that notification bell so you could be notified each and every time I upload a video or go live on my YouTube channel. And once again, this is your boy E Thriller. Welcome back. Now, first things first, I'm just going to give y'all some time to get up in here to see how many people I'm going to have in the chat before I proceed because, man, I got a lot to talk about. Basically, we're going to get into some boxing talk, man. That's what y'all here for. You know, I apologize for my tardiness coming on at 10 o'clock. But you know, I get off work at 8 o'clock, so I gotta have time to unwind a little bit, chill with the wife and with my son, and then go from there. But now I'm on, you understand what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that's watching this shit, that's listening to it in the chat. I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight, man. It's a lot of fights coming on this weekend. Of course, I'm going to come on and give you guys my pre-fight predictions tomorrow, sometime, probably, if not tomorrow morning, probably tomorrow afternoon, because I do believe Andre fights early, if I'm not mistaken, on the zone. So I'm gonna try to get that video out or go live before the fight actually take place. But I want to focus on one individual and one individual only. And shout out to D-Town Blast in the chat. I see you, boy. I appreciate you for rocking with me. But I want to focus on one particular individual tonight, y'all, because y'all know my slogan, man. Ain't nobody safe on this platform. Whether that's Terrence Bud Crawford, Earl Spence, Teofimo Lopez, Deontay Wilder, Canelo Alvarez, who was my second favorite boxer in the sport. Ain't nobody safe when it comes to, you know, fuck shit in the sport of boxing, because I'm one of the motherfuckers, one of the very few motherfuckers on YouTube that's gonna call them out on their bullshit, and I'm gonna call a spade, right? So Jermall Charlo, what can I say about him? This guy, you want to talk about a walking contradiction. A walking fucking contradiction. 1 minute the man says this, and then the next minute he does an entirely different motherfucking thing, and I'm just trying to figure out why. Why do these fighters continue to shoot the motherfucking selves in the foot? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. Because you already know a guy like me, I'm going to come on and I'm going to hold him to his words. So what we're going to do, just to set the stage before I get into the shit that I really want to get into, let's go back a couple of weeks, because he just did an interview with Brian Custer, and we're going to listen to a little bit of some snippets of him talking about David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade and Canelo and shit like that, right? So let me go ahead and add this to the stream real fast. Where is it? Chrome tab. I think this is it right here. All right, DJ, roll that shit.
So David Benavidez fought recently. We had David Benavidez fought here on the last.
They look like shit. They look like shit. Don't like. I'm trying to be cool and keep it calm. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk real. If we're gonna talk real.
Absolutely.
That wasn't an elite performance. Not. You know what I'm saying? The Ellis he wasn't a Charlo for sure. You know what I mean? And the one thing that is like, first off, I'm the WBC middleweight champion of the world, right? This dude fights at 168, right? And he has no belt. He has no title. He has nothing but I should be this guy one day again, you know, the hope. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like I don't get the duck situation. People just not being smart. But, you know, that's part of the game. Like me moving up to 160 to fight a nobody with no belt for nothing, I might as well go up to 160 and fight a champion, right? Because when I moved up to 168 and fight a champion. Because when I moved up to 160, they got aggravated with me because I was already the champion at 154. And I moved up to 160, relinquished the title, leave that alone. Let's go fight for a new title. I was in the IBF at first. Now I'm with the WBC. Went ahead and took the belt, got the belt. Now I set myself up to fight one of the best fighters in the world, which is Canelo Alvarez.
Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong or not. And once again, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. But didn't he just say that David Benavidez was a nobody? Did he just really say that? Let me rewind that shit because maybe I'm tripping. Did he just say that?
Like,
hold on.
One thing that is like, first off, I'm the WBC middleweight champion of the world, right? This dude fights at 168, right? And he has no belt. He has no title. He has nothing but I should be this guy one day again, you know, the hope. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like I don't get the duck situation. People just not being smart. But, you know, that's part of the game. Like me moving up to 160 to fight a nobody with no belt for nothing, I might as well go up to 160 and fight a champion, right? Because when I moved up to 168 and fight a champion. Because when I moved up to 160, they got aggravated with me because I was already the champion at 154. And I moved up to 160, relinquished the title, leave that alone. Let's go fight for a new title. I was in the IBF at first. Now I'm with the WBC. Went ahead and took the belt, got the belt. Now I set myself up to fight one of the best fighters in the world, which is Canelo Alvarez. They separated us through titles. Now we separated more through titles, and we separated through network. So that's not like a fight that I'm thinking that's gonna happen. So I might as well, let alone he don't fight at 160 anymore.
But wait a minute. Wasn't Jermall the same motherfucker that called out David Benavidez on Instagram Live? I fucking wait because I could have sworn this man said it out of his own fucking lips that, hey, I know he fight at 168. I'll move up to 168 and I'll break his neck. Correct me if I'm wrong or not, y'all. Drop a comment below and let me know. But I digress. Let's finish this interview.
So am I supposed to keep chasing him? Hey, bro, come back down to 160. He ain't fighting. He been fighting at 75 and 68. Dude ain't trying to cut no weight no more. So I'm at 60. What I got to do? Go up? That's the only way y'all gonna give me a fair shot.
Why not? I mean, because you are the same boxer who has been bitching and complaining about Canelo won't give you a shot at 160. Triple G won't give you a shot at 160. You said that you don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade because he backed out of a fight a week leading into a fight with your brother Jermall. So if you can't get any big major names at 160 pounds, then why not go up to 168 and challenge a David Benavidez, who name holds a little weight? You understand what I'm saying? And would arguably be the best opponent on your fucking resume to date. Why not? I mean, what's the holdup? You guys are both on a quote unquote same side of the street, as Earl Spence would love to say. You're both managed by the same promoter and advisor in Al Heyman. So what's the fucking problem? I understand that you said that the man don't have a belt, but so what? He don't need a belt. And maybe, just maybe, if you move up to 168 and put on a show and knock him out the way that you said that you would knock out a David Benavidez, then maybe, just maybe, Canelo Alvarez will have to give you a serious look. And maybe that can be your meal ticket. But you ain't going to get that fucking meal ticket fighting these fucking bombs and warehouse workers. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? But I digress. DJ, roll that clip.
You know what I'm saying?
So we'll talk about, yeah, we're definitely going to talk about Canelo, but getting back to Benavidez. You guys obviously had a back and forth on social media. You talked about that you would knock him out. He then came on here and responded and said, hey, listen, Jermall's backpedaling. He's using excuses. He wanted me to get a vaccine. He said that he wasn't fighting anybody under 25. He's asked for a catch weight. And in fact, I want you to take a listen to what he said about you on The Last Stand.
I like this shit, Brian Custom.
Jermall Charlo need to know if he's coming to 168 and fighting David Benavidez.
That would be his last fight at 168. I'll send him back down to 160.
What's your response to David Benavidez?
Yo, tell him to grow up. You talking to a man, homie. I've been doing this. Ain't nowhere in hell David Benavidez can touch me. That dude, bro, honestly, like the type of character that I really want to have. Like I'm just trying to be more so like professional with it. But like you see what happened to these little kids that like they jump off in the water and they don't understand it's different. This is a different type of shark. It's a different type of shark. We do it to the best of them. We do this. You understand? Like I'm really about that.
But wait a minute, y'all. See, this is the shit that's getting me, right? You were the one that called out David Benavidez. David Benavidez didn't call you out. He was all by his lonely, minding his own business. You decided to go on IG Live and to call him out. You were the one that said you would knock him the fuck out. He didn't say it. You said it. So now that the man has answered the bell, he also went on the Brian Custer show right before his fight that he just had a couple of months ago, right? And said, hey, we can make this fight happen next. Now all of a sudden you want to tell this motherfucker to grow up? What? What kind of weak shit is this nigga on? What kind of weak shit is this, y'all? Y'all, please let me know. Please let me know. Let me roll this clip.
All this internet and this talk, all that, that's why I don't respond to it. Because I'm really for real. I'm really about that. Like, don't let this boxing shit fool you. I'm ready tomorrow. I'm ready tomorrow. He a little kid. He, first off, his nutrition is not right. His training is not like mine. The things that he know about boxing, he cannot touch me. Like, I'm telling you, it'd be a whole different type of levels. Like the shit that y'all seeing, like, I watched Andre Drill beat his ass until he got cut. Like, y'all got to think about what y'all saying. Like, did y'all just see the last fight with a C-level fighter? How many times he hit him? The dude there to get hit. He come at me with that like it's a different level. Like it's a different ball game. First off, I campaigned at 60. I campaigned at 60, bro. But you're out. But the pressure on me to move up to fight this clown.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Andrade fight before that.
Wow.
I'll stay at 60. Do my thug. I'm with all that, bro. They tripping.
How in the fuck can he sit up here and say that he with all the smoke, but then in the same fucking sentence, he would turn around and say, well, hey, what do y'all want me to do? Move up to 168? Yeah. Why not? Because you the one who doing all this motherfucking capping. I swear to God, man, these boxers nowadays, do they not know that you can record this shit and call them on their bullshit? Do they not understand that there's repercussions for the words that come out of your fucking mouth nowadays? I mean, this shit just doesn't make sense, y'all. It just doesn't make sense. So why not go up and wait to challenge a David Benavidez? Because if you're going to come out and pop all this shit that you love to pop each and every fucking day, then why not go out and back it up? Because you can't come out with this lackluster ass fight that Showtime just announced. Let me pull this shit up, y'all. Give me 1 second. This dude is fighting a motherfucker named Juan Montiel. And let me pull up his record just so y'all can see it, just so y'all can know that I ain't capping. Let me see. Let me mute that. And let me go here. Let me stop that. Because y'all got to see this dude record. Let me remove that. How you remove this shit? Stop screen. All right, bet. And then let's see. All right, so where is it? Application window. All right, so look. First of all, does this dude look like he pose any threat? Hold on. All right, there we go. So first of all, does this dude look like he pose any threat to a Jermall Charlo? I mean, this dude look like he could work at fucking Target, for Christ's sakes. This dude don't look like he can bust a grape in a fruit fight. You understand what I'm saying? Now, granted, I understand he's 22-0. I mean, 22-4 with looks like 2 draws. And he's been knocked out once before, and he has 22 KOs, so that's quite impressive. But when you look at his resume, and let me just scroll down so y'all can take a look at it with me, this motherfucker ain't really fought nobody. I mean, what has this motherfucker done to deserve a shot at Jermall Charlo? What has he done? What has he done? Because an argument could be made that this dude is a fucking journeyman. This dude ain't got no business even being in the ring with him. But then you want to turn around and say David Benavidez is a nobody. He don't have no belt. Well, neither does this motherfucker here. Look at him. You understand what I'm saying? He don't have a strap. He doesn't have a strap, Jermall. Meanwhile, your brother is fighting to become undisputed at 154 pounds because he's about to go up against Brian Castellano. And that's going to be one hell of a fight. Hell, I don't know which way I'm leaning right now. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to lean towards Jermall because I just think he's a dog. I mean, I don't think he's the greatest boxer I've ever seen, but he just has that dog. He just got a lot of dog in him, man. And Castellano has a lot of dog in him too. And he loves to come forward because if you guys go back and watch that Lara fight that ended up in a draw, you know, an argument could be made that Brian really won that fight, but that's neither here nor there. But to make a long story short, he likes to come forward. He likes to pressure his opponent. And we all know Charlo welcomes pressure. He welcomes people coming forward. And he's a hell of a counterpuncher, and he has one hell of a jab. So that's going to lead to one of the best fights in 2021, in my honest opinion. That's just my personal opinion. But let me go to the chat, man. Let me see. D-Town Blaster said, Big Charlo ducking everybody. Facts. I don't understand it, bro. And it would be one thing if he was a quiet dude, you know, he wanted to go under the radar. He didn't say a lot of shit. You know, he just go out there and kick ass. You know, I wouldn't be as harsh on him. But when he comes out and talk the shit that he like to talk, and you understand, he's saying everybody ducking him, but whenever people are offering to fight him, he turning down deals. I mean, it's being reported by a motherfucking Eddie Hearn that he reportedly gave an offer to Jermall for $7 million, and he said no to fight Demetrius Andrade. So what does that tell you? He's ducking. And then D-Town Blast also said, where's your super chat button? I dig your content. I really appreciate that, bro. I believe in order to get the super chat, you got to have at least 1,000 subs, and I'm not quite there yet. I'm about halfway there, bro. But I really appreciate it. We're going to get there together one day. He said, Big Cap Charlo, facts. Charlo saying he want Canelo, but ducked him. Make that make sense. It don't make sense at all, bro. I mean, in Charlo's world, everybody is ducking him. Don't nobody want to fight him, but offers are being made, and he's just turning down each and every one of them. But then he'll elect to fight this motherfucker on the screen. Like, make that make sense. He said, no, E3, he work at Panda Express. Absolutely, man. It's a joke, man. It's a fucking joke because an argument can be made out of all those 9 fights that's on that upcoming schedule for Showtime. Jermall has the weakest one. He has the weakest fight. The weakest one by far. Let me pull this shit back up for y'all, just so y'all can see. He has the weakest fight. He definitely has the weakest fight. And David Benavidez next fight, I don't even know who the fuck he fighting. I mean, when did it become cool for these dudes to be getting all these fucking tune-ups? I'll wait. I fucking wait. They might as well go to Pep Boys. You understand what I'm saying? Get some transmission, get some oil, get their tires checked. I don't know. I mean, this ain't even boxing at this point. These dudes are just cherry picking and picking tomatoes for all I fucking know. Shit makes me sick, man. I'm getting so sick and tired of these lopsided ass matchups in the sport of boxing. And fans need to hold these boys' feet to the fire, man. I mean, it's just that simple. In my honest opinion, man. It's just that simple. D-Town Blaster. But let me see. Let me see something here. But yeah, Jermall, man, he got a lot of work ahead of him because I can also make an argument that the best fight, his last best fight was in what, 2016 against J-Rock and Austin Trout. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we are in 2021. You understand what I'm saying? So when is he going to dare to be great? When is he going to move up to 168 to fight a motherfucking Canelo, to fight Demetrius Andrade, who said he's willing to move up after this fight as well? So I guess we'll have to see how all this shit shake out, man. But honestly, I'm not looking forward to anything that comes out of Jermall Charlo's mouth. He's a motherfucking capper. I have the utmost respect for Jermall because say what you want about him, at least he fights everybody. You can't just call him out and he don't show up to the motherfucking fight. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? But I digress. Now, there was another topic I wanted to focus on. Let me see here. Where is it? Another topic that I wanted to focus on was the Errol Spence versus Jerron Ennis. I did a video earlier today, and I'm going to play it for those of you who haven't seen what took place. So basically, Gilly the Kid, who was a rapper from Philadelphia, had Jerron Ennis chilling with him, and he called Yella Beezy and Errol Spence, and this is what ensued. Let me see. Let me remove that. And hold on, where is it? Let me add this to the stream, y'all. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this shit. Let me see. Where is it? All right, here we go. All right, we're going to roll that clip.
For you. What test? I'm confused. And Yellow Beezy, you beat me out some money the last Errol Spence fight, and that was cool. When these two fight, yes, sir. Bet it back, Yellow Beezy. Huh? You gonna beat the shit out of her. But listen, the legacy of his ingenuity is based on his father. His father is a martial artist. It's all from martial arts. So this is how, you already know we got a connection. His father originated martial arts. That's what they train on. They train. Everything comes from martial arts. Hey, Terrence Crawford, 27 of those 25 knockouts. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Errol, you know you my man. I fucks with you. Boots.
I like it. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. Shit.
Make sure you don't be ducking me when it's time to back, nigga.
Pull that card, Gilly. Yeah. Yeah.
We own nigga. Philly first down, nigga. What you say, Errol? What you say? I mean, okay, that's what he's supposed to say. That's what he's supposed to say. He's supposed to say something like that.
All right, so y'all heard what the man had to say. Errol Spence basically said, hey, man, your time coming. Now, do I believe Errol Spence? Absolutely not, because this is coming from the same guy that told Terrence Bud Crawford in 2018 to go get a motherfucking belt. The man went to go get a belt and said, hey, I got the belt. What's up? Let's make this fight happen, with his promoter and Bob Arum standing to his left. And guess what Errol Spence said? Well, I'm going to go the easier route and knock out Sean Porter. You understand what I'm saying? And then when Bud elected to ask him, okay, well, you spoke to Al. What did he say your plans were? Oh, I'm going to fight Mikey, Sean, Danny, Manny, everybody but Terrence Bud Crawford, right? So what makes you guys think that this fight is really going to happen between Errol Spence Jr. and Jerron Boots Ennis? Because let's be honest, Jerron Boots Ennis is ready. He's ready. I don't give a damn what nobody say, because there's already the motherfucking Errol Spence nut huggers, you know, the protection agency that is already coming out and saying that, hey, this man ain't proved nothing. He ain't earned the right to share the ring with the big fish. You understand what I'm saying? And they just doing all this capping for Errol Spence just to see him not lose. But then in the same breath, you have this same selection of individuals who will turn right around and say, well, why not see Boots versus Terrence Bud Crawford, even though Boots is on the same side of the street as Errol Spence Jr. Now, can somebody or anybody please make that make sense to you, boy? You Thriller. I'll wait. I fucking wait. So why is it fair for each and every one of you guys that hate Terrence Crawford, each and every one of you motherfuckers that come on here all the time and say that he don't move the needle, he ain't fought nobody, he ain't this and that, but y'all always want to match him up against the best? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all want him to face Virgil, you want him to go up against Boots, but then you want to sit around and say, oh, Earl, you can fight Ugas. You know, go get that third strap. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just keep avoiding Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's keep avoiding the second biggest fight in the 21st century outside of Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just ignore all of that and let's try to knock off Terrence Bud Crawford. But guess what? I don't think Bud would duck the smoke with Boots. I don't. And I'm just being 100 with y'all. I don't really think he would duck the smoke with Boots. You know, if the opportunity presents itself and if it all makes sense, I think Terrence Bud Crawford would get in the ring and mix it up with him, man. I really do. D-Town Blaster said, bro, I don't see how you don't have more subscribers. You're unbiased and honest and objective. I guess these dudes want fanboy shit. You know, it is what it is, man. But I appreciate you for rocking with me, man. You know, we're going to keep going strong until we get to that point, man. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, I just don't see how Errol Spence is going to give this dude a shot unless he becomes his mandatory. Because last time I checked, I think it was what? Ocampo in 2018 was when Errol Spence last fought a mandatory in the IBF rankings. So if Jerron Boots Ennis leapfrogs Sergey Lipinets, because I believe he was number 3 at the time, then I think he would have an opportunity to select Jerron Boots Ennis. But do I see that happening? Absolutely not. But I really appreciate Gilly the Kid for, you know, giving us something to talk about. It's fun. It's all fun and games. But we all know that Errol Spence is not about the risk not becoming undisputed by losing to a fucking protege in Jerron Boots Ennis, because I think Boots would give him all he can handle and then son. I honestly do. Now, I'm not saying that he will beat Errol Spence, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because I said it before and I say it again. And I think I heard Sean Porter say what I said a couple of weeks ago about Jerron Boots Ennis. So not to just pat myself on the back, but Sean Porter said, and I quote, he is the welterweight version of Roy Jones Jr. And isn't that what I said on my page a couple of weeks ago, y'all? Because this man throws punches and bunches. The way that he can switch from orthodox to southpaw simultaneously, like, it's just fluid. It's like it's an afterthought. It's not like he's doing it intentionally. That's just the way that this man fights. And for this guy to be able to do that so fluidly at his age with that amount of experience, with 27 fights, with 25 knockouts, I mean, my Lord. The skies is the limit. And Sean Porter has also already came out and said that he ain't going to fight neither one of the young guys. He ain't going to fight Virgil Ortiz. And he damn sure ain't fighting Jerron Ennis after giving him that praise. You understand what I'm saying? So we can just X Sean Porter out of there. At least he's honest. Hell, I respect his honesty. We can call him a duck all he want, but I really appreciate guys that come out and say, you know what, man, I don't want this fight. I'm not ready for it, or for whatever reason, besides some bullshit, you know, like some old politicking type shit. I don't like that shit. But Sean Porter was as honest as possible. You know, when he said, hey, man, I'm not going to fight this dude, but I think he's the next Roy Jones Jr. And shout out to Davy John in the chat. What up, boy? I see you. He said, how many nicknames is Earl going to come up with now? He the big dog. I think he meant big duck. Yeah, man, it's cap season. We already know what time it is with Errol Spence, man. He's the big fish. He's the truth. I guess he the big dog now. He's Mr. 80-20, a nigga, 70-30, 60-40, or whatever the fuck we want to give Terrence Bud Crawford. He's all of the above. But check this out. One thing I did notice about these upcoming matches for Showtime and PBC, I didn't see Errol Spence on that list. I didn't see him on that list. Maybe I'm tripping, but I didn't see him on that list. I didn't see Sean Porter on that list. I don't see Yordenis Ugas on that list. And I don't see Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, or Adrian the Problem Broner. So there's a lot of fights that still can be made. It's being reported that he is supposed to be going up against Yordenis Ugas. So we just got to see how this shit plays out. I am very interested to know if it's going to be a 50-50 split or 60-40 or whatever the case may be. Of course, Errol Spence is going to fight on pay-per-view. So we'll just have to see how all this shit shakes out. But I'm just trying to figure out, why hasn't he came out to belittle Yordenis Ugas? Because this motherfucker ain't did nothing that Terrence Bud Crawford has did in boxing, let alone in the welterweight division, because ever since Terrence Bud Crawford has been at 147, he's been whacking motherfuckers left and right. He's been sending motherfuckers to sleep experts, y'all, for bedspreads, sheets, comforters, pillows, you name it. Terrence Crawford can provide it. He's a sleep expert. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it is what it is. We still haven't got that big announcement that Bob Arum promised us. What was it? 3 weeks ago? And I'm starting to get pissed off about that, man, because what the fuck is taking so long? But I'm trying to remain patient, even though it's hard to do so, because I'm an Aries, man. I just lack patience. You understand what I'm saying? I want to know who my favorite boxer is fighting, but I guess we just got to keep waiting to see. But it looks like Terrence Bud Crawford is in camp. He ain't came out and said too much on Twitter, outside of promoting his new NFT shit, whatever the case may be. And Manny Pacquiao looks like he appears to be in camp as well. So it looks like they are on a collision course. I haven't seen anything from Mikey Garcia as of yet. The last I've heard of Mikey Garcia was, he wasn't really hung up on the whole Manny Pacquiao situation. So it sounded like he may be off the chopping block. So it maybe, just maybe, Manny Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford is going to happen after all. But my only reservation about it is a fight of that magnitude. Yeah, I know it sells itself, but in order to exceed expectations, you would think they would need more promotional time, especially with it being in Dubai and shit like that, because when is the press conference going to be? You understand what I'm saying? Or are they going to do it face to face? Is it going to be on a Zoom call? I mean, these are all questions that remains to be seen, but hey, man, it is what it is. But I'm going to drop the link in the stream. So if somebody want to come online and say what they got to say, y'all just let me know. Let me see. Invite. So if y'all want to come online and chop it up with your boy E Thriller, man, let me know. I'm gonna drop the link in the comment section. Davy John just said, what you think about Sean Porter saying Conor being not ready, even though they share a common opponent in Formella? I think Sean Porter just don't want to fight any young guns, man. It looks like to me Sean Porter is just out here pump faking more than Dwayne Wade in the fucking NBA finals. Because in my honest opinion, Dwayne Wade has the best pump fake in NBA history. But that's neither here nor there, Davy John. But yeah, Sean Porter just appears to be hell-bent are making it seem like he really wants to fight not Sean Porter, but Terrence Bud Crawford. But even though he's on his podcast every other day looking like he ain't really working out and shit like that, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know why these dudes do all this pump faking. Your guess is as good as mine. So maybe, just maybe, he feels like Conor being named doesn't hold enough weight or is too much of a risk and not enough of a reward, because it appears like he want to get a belt. So I don't know. But if he really wants that belt, then why is he sitting back to wait and see what Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford is going to do when all he got to do is just exercise his right as the WBO mandatory, take it to purse bid if Bob Arum is not going to give you more than $2 million plus upside, because, hey, you did say it was an insult, and see if Al Heyman or Triller or somebody will put up the bill for you, and pay you what you feel like you're worth. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is, Davy John. But yeah, once again, the link is in the chat, man. If somebody want to come on and rock with me, all you got to do is click on that link. We can talk about anything, boxing, basketball, whatever the case may be. And if not, then shit, I'm going to get on down, man, and, call it a night. I'm going to give y'all some time, though. But why be doing that? I'm going to finish listening to Charlo. Why not? Hold on.
Al put it in front of me. I never asked for a fight. I never know my opponent. I never even know how much I'm making. I just fight.
So David says, we'll put this to bed. He says the incentive for you, talking about you, Jermall, he says he has no one to fight at 160 anymore. So he needs to come up to 168 to have big fights like this. We can do it in September. Do you see you and David Benavidez fight?
Yeah. Let's make that fight happen. I'm gonna knock his little punk ass out. I promise that. I put that on everything I love. I give him about 4 rounds, 5 rounds. I knock him out about 5 rounds, 6 rounds.
Is that right?
No more. He get hit too much.
Okay.
I'm powerful.
Okay.
I'll explode on him. Trust me. I do my thing. I've been doing this all my life. Put me in there.
Hey, yo, hold on. Shout out to my boy Crazy Bro in the chat. He said, what up, E Thriller? What up, my boy? He also said, I'm in the club, so I can't hear. Blessings to you, bro. Yeah, hey, man, be safe out there in the club, bro. Yeah, just all you got to do is just go back online whenever you get some time and check out the stream, man. I'm just talking about your boy Jermall Charlo ducking smoke and back talking and contradicting himself like your boy Errol Spence. It must be a Texas thing or something. I don't fucking know. But I was gonna tell you, man. Hey, if you want to come in and rock with me, click on that link, bro. Click on that link. Click on that link. I'm all ears.
In there with the, I'm a lion, bro. Let's get it. Ain't worried about none of that. That's all that talk. That's cheap. You've been watching, Brian. You've been watching me fight for a long time, and I've been knocking shit out for a minute. I'm the best in the world. Trust me. That whole middleweight division sold up. I could take over that whole map.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, Canelo was asked if he was ducking you by campaigning at 168 instead of 160. And he said that he wants to become the first undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. When he asked if that means fighting either you or Caleb Plant in the future, his reply was, quote, hopefully yes. Why not? A fight has to happen with one of those two. Do you think Canelo Alvarez will fight you?
I don't know. I don't know. He ain't fought me yet. We was at 154 together. We was at 160 together. And if I campaigned at 68, we had 68 together. All right.
See, my thing with Charlo is this, y'all. How long are you going to chase Canelo when you got other motherfuckers with notable names, with big names, with decent resumes, who are basically on the same level as you, like a Demetrius Andrade or a fucking Benavidez calling you out? Why not take those fights? And then maybe, just maybe, you can position yourself to get a big mega fight with Canelo Alvarez. But let me get back to the chat, man. Shout out to Young Billionaire. He said, bro, this shit crazy. He said, I'm from Houston too. Shout out to H-Town, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. Crazy Bro said, Charlo will lose to Benavidez, in my opinion. Ooh. You know what, man? I think I agree with you, because y'all know me. I rock with David Benavidez. I'm tripping. I'm confusing him with his brother. I rock with David Benavidez, man. I feel like he can definitely present a lot of problems to Charlo that he hasn't seen just yet. Crazy Bro said, me too. Okay. Crazy Bro, be careful in the club. Yeah, man, y'all be safe out there, man, especially in Texas, man, because I don't know if y'all noticed, but they passed this new law for, motherfuckers to be able to carry guns, loaded weapons at that, anywhere with no license. So y'all just be careful out there, man. Charlo got caught up, and that's okay. I guess he don't need to fight Benavidez. He'll lose. Yeah, we'll see. But I definitely love to see the fight happen. I wouldn't count him out. But if you're asking me who am I going to pick today, I'm going to say Jose Benavidez, because I think a lot needs to be said about a motherfucker that wants you, that ain't backing down from you, that's chasing you around the motherfucking tree. You understand what I'm saying? But if nobody gonna hop on with me, man, I'm about to get on down. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button on your way out. Put some Coach K full court pressure on that notification bell. And I'm gonna try to come on tomorrow before the fights tomorrow, because I think Regis Prograis fighting. Goddamn me. Damn, I can't think. Tony Harrison, my boy, I love him at 154 pounds. He's fighting tomorrow. So I'm going to be very interested. Of course, Jake Paul, the YouTuber, and all that shit going on tomorrow. So we'll see how all this shit shake out, man. But I'll be back on tomorrow. Once again, this is your boy E Thriller. Holla at your boy. I'm gone. Be blessed.